What up everyone, welcome to Golden Girl Ministries. I'm your girl God's Golden Girl and welcome to the GGM family. It is another Ministry Monday and I know a lot of you expected a video early in the morning today so that you could, start your day off and do your devotion. But be reminded that that's not the only thing I do here. And so this video I'm posting it later in the evening because it is more informative and more, it's a sit down and really ponder on this type of video. But I do encourage you to do your devotions. I encourage you to pray for me. I already said in a previous video that, it is hard for me to put out consistent content every Monday and Friday. I'm a fourth year college student, so it might turn into tardy Tuesdays and so it goes Saturdays, but let me tell you, it might turn into whatsoever Wednesdays and Sunshine Sunday, I am a fourth year college student and it really is rough in these streets. Regardless of what you see, there's a lot happening. But this video, I don't know what I'm gonna title it as yet, but what I learned recently was that I suffered from the spirit of poverty. And if you know anything about me, or if you think about the word poverty, you think of someone living hand to mouth, you think of someone who doesn't make enough to survive, you think of someone who is just living below the poverty line, someone who just isn't doing well in life. So you're looking at me like, sis, no, like, sis, your hair is dead, your nails are dead, like, no sis, no. But that is what kept me in the dark for so long, because it presented itself in a way I never knew. And what I've realized is that growing up in Caribbean families or families that are of African descent, it is very common. And I've learned also that even Asians have this type of mentality where you go to the supermarket and you pick out the cheapest thing, or you spend time to find the one that you're not really looking at the quality, you're not looking at anything, the only thing you're looking at is the cost. And so you find yourself balling down prices often. You find yourself saying, no Sam, I can't get here another stuff for cheaper, stuff like that. And whilst being able to steward your money is not a bad thing, my issue came in when I wasn't willing to even invest in myself, because it's like, I don't need that. When I got to college, when I started living on my own, I realized that my quality of life kind of depreciated, and that's because things I used to eat when I was at home, I wouldn't eat them here because I'm not buying it. And I've always looked at things in the store and say, oh, that's nice, I want that, but I don't need it, and if I don't need it, then I'm not buying it. I always thought from my pocket. I wasn't thinking, oh, is this benefiting my life? Am I investing in my health? Am I investing in my peace? Am I investing in being a good ambassador for Christ? I'm not thinking any of that. All I'm thinking is, I don't need it and it is unnecessary money, therefore I'm not spending it. It is what I've realized as well is that it's not just poverty, but poverty coupled with fear caused me to live in a way that was not pleasing to God. Allow me to explain. The fear of not having any money, the fear of what if there's a rainy day and I cannot help myself, made me live as though I was poor. I would have my lunch money, I would have money, but I'm like, this is the threshold, I'm not going below it, and it's good. And so, disclaimer, I forgot to put the disclaimer before this video. If this video is not for you, if you've made it this far into the video and you're like, I don't know what she's talking about, it's not for you, leave it alone. But there's at least one person who can relate to what I'm saying, because this is something that I didn't even know was so prominent, but it is holding on to money because you find it as so valuable that you're living below what you are able to live. You're not investing in yourself, you're not practicing self-care, you're not doing anything to benefit yourself or to benefit your image or to do anything like that, because you're holding on to money and putting it under your bottom like, okay, at least I'll have it if there's a rainy day. Like, no, there's a difference between being cheap and being frugal. Someone who is cheap only looks at the cost of things. They don't look at if it a benefit in life. They don't look at the quality. They don't look at anything. When it comes to someone who is frugal, it means that they're able to steward their money to understand that yes, I do want to be able to take care of myself, so I'm not going to spend above my means or beyond my means, but I am going to invest this money into, you know, doing something for myself. But I know that me not buy the expensive one, or me not buy one that me can't afford because I'm frugal. And what I learned, and I really encourage you guys, if you're this is a women's ministry, if you guys are, I know nobody knows Facebook no more, but please, this is the only reason I use Facebook, because this ministry has blessed my life so much. And you can also check out her YouTube channel. Her name is Jumoke, and I will leave her link in the description. She also has a group on Facebook called Single on Purpose International. Honestly, I've learned so much from being there, and she's actually the one who exposed that I had a spirit of poverty through her teachings, because I realized that, wow, I'm really not out here investing in myself. I'm not buying things that I don't need. I'm not even drinking cornflakes when I'm in college, because cornflakes is not a need. I will buy eggs, I'll buy franks because I eat that every day. But what if I need something new? No, that's fine. You have eggs, you have franks, so eat the egg and the franks. Beating myself down with a stick as though, you know, and that was just, it was, when I look at it now, I want to fight. But back then it seemed so logical. It seemed so sound to say, you know what, I'd really do it some ice cream. But that's not a need, so I'm not going to buy any ice cream. Oh, I'd really do it some coconut milk. Or hear about coconut milk, coconut water. But it's not a need, so I'm not going to buy. Like, no! If you can afford to get some coconut water, get yourself some coconut water. Like, what why is this even this? Hey, I want to fight. I want to fight, you know? But anyway, she split it into 3 categories. She said you must consider the cost, the value, and time. Of course, we already went into cost. Someone who's cheap only looks at that this phone case cost $2. This one cost $10. I'm going to buy this one because it's cheaper versus buying this one. But I'm not looking at the fact that whilst this one is more expensive, it's more expensive because it's more durable, and in 1 month I'll have to buy another $2 phone case. Well, if I had this, I'd keep it for the year. So someone who's cheap only looks at the cost of something but doesn't consider the value or the time in which you'll have to either replenish that thing or the time you'll take in accomplishing the task. For example, me being in college, I wouldn't necessarily like going somewhere and getting my hair done, because what, I can sit down and twist it myself, and yes, it's going to take me 3 hours, when if I went to the hairdresser I could spend only 1 hour. But I mean, that's money I could keep, you know what I mean? And when I do have the hairstyle, if I go get my hair done, I'm like, no sir, pull up, you know, and it still bad, but I have to keep it look longer because, you know, I have to juice out every single dime that I invested in it. Meanwhile, the world is looking at me like, why she looks so pop down? Sis here want do, sis don't stay nice. And there's so many things, and there's it is such a big issue that I don't even think I'm able to really expound on. But I would encourage us, again, if this video is not for you, leave it alone. I'm not telling you go get your hair did, go get your nails did, go spend this, that, and the other on yourself and then end up broke and crying the next day. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying take care of yourself, and at the end of the day, it's a deception from the enemy, because if you think about it, you want to always be in a position of taking care of yourself, and in that there's no room to be like, all right, God, you can take, I trust you to take care of me. There's nothing that I rather starve today and know say tomorrow I have a little money can do rare than to say, God, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna eat this food and trust that you provide, you know, type of thing. So the bottom line of what I'm saying is take care of yourself, because God does want us to live an abundant life, and God does care for his children. He is a king. We should be walking as his joint heir, as princesses, as queens, as no, if we're princesses, then everybody else is princess and prince. There's no hierarchy there. But we need to walk in that. God cares about your hair. God cares about your skin. Trust me, my hair started to grow. If you know me personally, you know that my hair has grown quite a bit. My hair started to grow when I started to pray for it. I consecrated olive oil and putting on my hair. But you know, God cares about how you look. God cares about it, not to the point where it becomes vanity, as long as you're not worshiping these things, but submit them to God. He cares about every single thing. He cares about your teeth. If your teeth are crooked, if you want braces, say, God, yo, I really want some braces. I feel like it would make me more confident. So if you could, you know, send somebody or send some money or something so that I could fix my teeth. Like, God cares about the simple things in life. So don't try to live below what God wants you to live, because at the end of the day, you are his brand ambassador. You are representing him on earth, and it not stay good if we not stay good. So that's the end of today's video. Ensure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Again, please bear with me. I'm a college student. It's not easy to stay encouraged, to encourage someone. So keep doing what you're doing. I know times are hard right now, but trust in God. Rewatch some old videos. That's what I do sometimes. Rewatch the prayer, rewatch the encouragements, because the word of God doesn't go stale. It doesn't lose its power. If anything, it regains power, and it gets a new level of depth. So, you know, stay golden. Have a great rest of the week. I hope this video comes up on is able to be posted on Monday. If it is not, I'm sorry, but not so sorry, because I'm doing what I can. So stay golden.